Picture this. You're scrolling through Reddit at 2 a.m. when you stumble upon a post that makes your heart skip a beat. The title reads, "Found my boyfriend's secret love letters and they're not for me." But here's the twist that no one saw coming. This isn't your typical cheating story. This is about Marcus, a 28-year-old architect who thought he had his life figured out. He'd been dating Sarah for 3 years, living together, talking about marriage. The perfect straight relationship, right? Wrong. One rainy Tuesday evening, Sarah was cleaning their shared apartment when she found a shoebox hidden under Marcus's side of the bed. Inside were dozens of handwritten letters, each one more passionate than the last. Her hands trembled as she read the first one. "My dearest Alex, I can't stop thinking about the way you looked at me during our coffee meeting yesterday. The way your eyes lit up when you laughed at my terrible jokes. I know I'm supposed to be with Sarah, but when I'm with you, I feel like I can finally breathe." Sarah's world crumbled, but as she kept reading, something unexpected happened. The raw vulnerability in Marcus's words, the pain of living a lie, the fear of disappointing everyone he loved. These weren't just love letters. They were the desperate confessions of someone trapped in their own closet. Letter after letter revealed Marcus's journey of self-discovery. How he'd always felt different but pushed those feelings down. How meeting Alex, his college friend who'd recently moved back to town, had awakened something he'd tried to bury for years. The letters chronicled late-night anxiety attacks, moments of self-doubt, and the crushing weight of societal expectations. But they also captured something beautiful. Pure, unfiltered love. The kind that makes you write poetry at 3 a.m. The kind that makes you question everything you thought you knew about yourself. Sarah sat on their bedroom floor, tears streaming down her face, but not from anger. From heartbreak for the man she loved who was fighting an impossible battle with himself. When Marcus came home that night, he found Sarah sitting at their kitchen table, the letters spread out before her. His face went white. This was it, the moment he'd been dreading. But instead of screaming or throwing things, Sarah did something that shocked him to his core. She stood up, walked over to him, and hugged him tight. "I love you," she whispered, "and I want you to be happy, even if it's not with me." What happened next broke the internet. Marcus posted their story on Reddit, explaining how Sarah had given him the courage to finally accept who he was. How she'd helped him write a letter to Alex, confessing his feelings. How she'd been there when he called his parents, his voice shaking as he came out at 28 years old. The response was overwhelming. Thousands of comments poured in. People sharing their own stories of hidden love, of partners who chose compassion over anger, of the courage it takes to live authentically. But here's where the story gets even more incredible. 3 months later, Marcus posted an update. He and Alex were together, deeply happy, planning their future. But Sarah hadn't disappeared from their lives. She'd become one of their closest friends, their biggest supporter. She was even helping them plan their commitment ceremony. The Reddit community was stunned. This wasn't just a coming-out story. This was a masterclass in how love can transform from romantic to something even more powerful. How 3 people had navigated an impossible situation with grace, honesty, and genuine care for each other's happiness. The letters that had started as secret confessions became a symbol of hope for thousands of people struggling with their own identity. Marcus and Alex started receiving messages from people around the world, thanking them for showing that it's never too late to live your truth. Today, Marcus is a successful architect designing affordable housing for LGBTQ+ youth. Alex runs a nonprofit supporting people coming out later in life. And Sarah. She's engaged to a wonderful woman she met at Marcus and Alex's commitment ceremony. Sometimes the most beautiful love stories aren't about finding the one. They're about finding yourself and having the courage to let love lead the way, even when it's complicated, even when it's scary, even when it means rewriting everything you thought you knew about your life. The letters that once represented Marcus's deepest secret became his greatest gift to the world. A reminder that authentic love, in all its forms, is always worth fighting for.